what do you think about competition within the Bitcoin market? What does this competition mean for your company and also for Bitcoin as a whole?
Yeah, that's very interesting, man. I think it's different than in the traditional quote unquote startup land. Obviously, startups in the same industry, they have a fierce competition. Everybody tries to get the best talent and the most capital, venture capital, and then destroy the others, basically destroying the incumbents, but also destroy the competition, the other startups. I feel like in Bitcoin, even though you compete for a piece of the pie, everybody is kind of in it for the same mission. So I don't really see any traditional competition. I mean, even though in Switzerland, for example, we have Bitcoin Swiss AG, which is kind of the biggest player. We have BT, which is also our partner, but also our competitor. And then globally, or like in Europe, you have Bitpanda and all these big exchanges and other apps like Swissborg that are very, or Bitwala that are very close to us. Or then globally, obviously, in the US, you have Swan Bitcoin, you have Strike and all that kind of stuff. We don't really see them as competitors. We actually see them as co-pilots, like flying this rocket and trying to navigate it to the moon, basically. And everybody here is working to build up the Bitcoin ecosystem, and everybody takes his part. And I think the pie is big enough so that we don't have to compete, at least not yet, probably also not in the next decade. We don't have to compete against each other. We just have to work closely together to make it bigger, because everyone has his piece of this pie, and if we all work on making it bigger, then we will all be successful and we will all thrive. So obviously we need to think about strategies, how we fit into this, and that involves thinking about and observing the other participants in the market, quote unquote competitors. But then we are not thinking about strategies, how we can kind of compete with them or destroy them. We just try to find our niche that it makes sense in the bigger picture.
And what does your biggest hope for Relai and Bitcoin in general become then? If you found your niche and you're a growing company, what do you look forward to?
So my biggest hope is that we get as close as possible to our vision, that is bringing some Bitcoin into everyone's pocket. So I hope that we actually become that easy and that visible in the world, that everyone from the small kid in kindergarten up until the old grandparents can and will invest at least part of their wealth in Bitcoin, so they can hold it for the long term and for preserving the wealth of generations. Therefore, not only this will not only be advantageous for themselves as individuals, but also for the whole society, and obviously therefore then also for our business. So I think, these all go hand in hand. I think if we achieve this vision, and this will obviously be good for our business, because we will grow and make revenue and thrive and be more valuable. So like these kind of business metrics, but it will also mean that Bitcoin kind of went viral throughout the whole world and did its thing. Just preserves value of our generation.